Hey everyone, and welcome back to Fenody Law. Today, we're going to be discussing Grimms from the Grimm TV series. Let's start with the basics. What is a Grimm? Well, a Grimm is an individual with the ability to see Wesen, a species of people who transform into animal-human hybrids. There are many different kinds of species of Wesen, from Blutbad being wolf-like, to ice beaver being, beaver-like. Because Grimms have the ability to see Wesen, they, for centuries or possibly millennia, have taken it upon themselves to police them, mainly consisting of killing any Wesen who they deem dangerous, or in other cases, killed them for purely existing. How many are there? It is unknown how many Grimms there are in the world, but throughout the entire series we do meet a handful. Beginning with, of course, our story's main protagonist, Nick Burkhardt, his Aunt Marie Kessler, his mother, Kelly Burkhardt, and son of the future, Kelly Burkhardt. Following them is a fan favourite, Teresa Trouble Rubel, followed by Rolek Porter with the potential of his son, Josh. I mentioned before that Rolek's son is a potential Grimm. That is because not all the time will a descendant of Grimm lineage ever become a Grimm. They may in fact live out their entire life without ever becoming one. What else are they capable of? Being able to see Wesen is not only an upside of being a Grimm, they also have increased senses and abilities which aid them in their battles. Abilities such as increased reflexes, sight, hearing, strength, agility, durability, and speed. Some abilities can also be increased, although not intentionally. In the episode Mr. Sandman, Nick and the Grimm squad find themselves hunting a Jinamaru Zunte. This Wesen is a fly-like person who feeds on people's tears, but when doing so releases a worm-like parasite into their victim's eyes. This is very painful for the victim, as the parasite basically feasts on their eyes over time, leaving them completely blind unless a paste-like antidote is rubbed into them. Nick faced this exact problem and was able to fix it before major damage was done. But as Nick was losing one of his senses, being his sight, his sense of hearing gained an exponential boost. Being able to sense people around him, their exact positions, without his sight. After the Wesen was stopped, Nick's eyes fixed up. Something interesting happened. His heightened hearing stayed. This was tested by himself and Monroe in a forest as Nick was blindfolded, taking a Kanabo to fruits and veg as target practice. A similar kind of boost happened when Nick was kidnapped and under the influence of Baron Samedi. This Wesen basically zombifies people, making them very hard to take down and completely under his control. Although Grimms seem to have a resistance to the control of this kind of Wesen, its effects of zombifying were still very effective. After Nick was helped by the Grimm squad, lingering effects stuck with Nick, such as higher than normal Grimm agility, allowing him to last longer in a fight, as well as almost giving him a kind of fight or flight ability. This ability allowed him to hold on a bit longer in situations where most people, in fact even most Grimms, would even surely die. The only physical effect shown in these situations is Nick going extremely pale, as though he is a corpse. Other notable mentions. Grimms have a very rocky past when it comes to dealing with Wesen. Although Nick tries his best to do his duty as a police detective first, before his duties as a Grimm, most Grimms who came before him did not share his ideals. These dealings have been recorded down by Grimms in journal entries, detailing what they faced and how they managed to defeat them. When Aunt Marie came to Portman in the pilot episode, she brought with her a caravan filled with dozens of Grimm journals, weapons, and even potions or elixirs to aid in the fight against Wesen. This has been paramount in Nick's journey as a Grimm, giving him plenty of knowledge to combat Wesen when needed. Along with the caravan of epic proportions, Aunt Marie brought something else with her, something that had been passed down for generations to be kept safe and out of the hands of the royal families, a key. Grimms participated in the sacking of Constantinople under the behest of the royal families, primarily to obtain and recover a treasure held there. Although, when it was found, the Grimms understood this has to be far too powerful to be in the hands of the royal families, so among themselves they hid it from the world, locked it away. It would take 7 keys to find and unlock the treasure they hid. The keys themselves had a map etched on them. When all placed together, this would complete the map and allow the holder to find where it is buried. Nick and the Grimm squad were able to achieve this with only 5 keys, with the knowledge Monroe possessed of the Black Forest and where it was buried. But let's save that complete story for another episode. Thank you everyone for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one. Feel free to like, subscribe and comment.